Imagine this. A CEO walks into a meeting and says, "Let's save the planet and make a fortune." Cue nervous laughter. That statement might have been the setup for a joke in the 1990s. Today, it's the business strategy of the decade. In a world where consumers stalk brands online like digital detectives, employees demand more than ping-pong tables, and investors ask hard questions about climate impact, companies face the ultimate challenge: how to get rich without being evil. It's not only possible, it's profitable. But like trying to run a marathon in dress shoes, it takes commitment, a few blisters, and a clear sense of direction. Profit versus ethics. A tug of war or a three-legged race? For decades, business logic followed a simple script: maximize shareholder returns, minimize costs, and sprinkle in a bit of charity around the holidays. But that playbook is gathering dust. Today's winning companies are rewriting the rules with bold, purpose-driven strategies. Frameworks like the triple bottom line, focusing not just on profits, but also on people and the planet, are the new performance metrics. It's like going to the gym for your conscience while still flexing your financial biceps. Then there's the charmingly named concept of P-economics. Yes, that's a thing, which argues that businesses don't need to choose between making money and making a difference. Instead of fighting over slices of the economic pie, companies can actually bake a bigger pie by creating social value that boosts their bottom line. In short, ethical behavior isn't just morally correct, it's smart economics served with whipped cream. Corporate social responsibility. Forget the outdated notion that corporate social responsibility is just a feel-good gimmick for glossy brochures and social media posts with baby pandas. In 2025, corporate social responsibility is as critical as your cash flow. The numbers back it up. 76% of businesses say corporate social responsibility directly reduces their reputation risks. Meanwhile, environmental, social, and governance risk screening has shot up by over 16%, and corporate social responsibility reporting is now done by more than 3/4 of companies worldwide. Companies that treat corporate social responsibility as a strategy, not a sideline, are winning. A 2025 report showed that 43% of firms that actively invested in corporate social responsibility saw increased profits. One study even found that for every 1% boost in corporate social responsibility investment, there was a 0.3% rise in sales. That's right, doing good can fatten your wallet. It's capitalism with a conscience and a killer ROI. Why ethics actually pays. Let's talk talent. Today's workforce isn't just looking for a paycheck, they're looking for purpose. Employees want to work for companies that walk the ethical talk, and they're not afraid to walk out the door if they don't see it. According to Benevity's 2025 State of Corporate Purpose report, a whopping 88% of leaders say their values-based approach helps them retain talent, engage customers, and prepare for the future. That's not a fluke. That's the new formula for success. The impact goes beyond office culture. Ethical leadership, which includes transparency, empathy, and integrity, yes, real traits, not just buzzwords, has been shown to boost employee trust and loyalty. It's like having emotional Wi-Fi. People stay connected when the signal is strong. Oh, and let's not forget investors. The smart money is betting on businesses that mitigate risks through ethical practices. And when scandals break, research shows even a single ESG-related Twitter storm can knock a company's stock price down by nearly 0.3%. Ouch. That's not just bad press, it's bad business. Ethical profitability in action. Here's where it gets even more delicious. Real-world proof that ethics pays. General Mills, for example, installed energy monitors across their operations and saved a tasty $600,000. All that, and they earned the unofficial title of not actively melting the planet. Then there's Danone, currently going all in on B Corp certification. Their pledge to slash livestock methane emissions by 30% and pump up plant-based offerings isn't just about optics. It's a massive play in future-proofing their global brand. And let's not forget Unilever. Under CEO Hein Schumacher, the company has smartly pivoted from aggressive green goals to rational sustainability. Translation: they're still focused on saving the planet, but now with a spreadsheet in hand and fewer PowerPoint slides with forests and dolphins. The shift shows that ethical business doesn't have to be idealistic. It can be realistic, measured, and still very much impactful. How companies navigate the ethics map. You can't talk ethics without talking frameworks. And no, not the IKEA kind. Standards like ISO 26000 guide companies on embedding social responsibility into their DNA. Think of it as business GPS, helpful, necessary, and occasionally annoying when it reroutes you for a better path. Many businesses now establish ethics committees or assign sustainability oversight at the board level. It's like hiring a conscience that shows up to meetings on time. Unilever, Rabobank, and ABN AMRO are among those with structured ethics governance in place. And in the European Union, new legislation like the Corporate Sustainability Reporting Directive is making sustainability disclosures mandatory. No more greenwashing your way to glory. Transparency is the name of the game. When ethics gets complicated. Of course, not everyone's on the ESG bandwagon. Some critics argue the so-called win-win scenario is exaggerated, and ethical choices can, at times, come with real financial trade-offs. And sure, installing solar panels or revamping a supply chain isn't cheap. But let's face it, neither is a lawsuit over labor violations. Then there's the anti-ESG movement, fueled by political tensions and investor skepticism. Some shareholders are pushing back on sustainability initiatives, asking, "But what about my dividends?" And you know what? That's fair. Balancing short-term gains with long-term goals isn't easy. It's like dieting on vacation. You know what's good for you, but temptation and that triple fudge sundae can be persuasive. Yet, despite the backlash, most responsible businesses aren't turning tail. Leaders like StanChart's CEO call abandoning ESG a betrayal of long-term trust. In 2025, the message is clear. Ethics might slow you down briefly, but scandal, greenwashing, or regulatory fines will torpedo your progress entirely. How to balance purpose and profit. So how do businesses find the Goldilocks zone, where ethical impact and financial success are just right? The Build framework offers one approach. It helps companies align purpose with profit by integrating corporate social responsibility into the core of business operations, not bolting it on like a decorative spoiler. Stakeholder capitalism is another trend gaining traction. Instead of pleasing only shareholders, companies like Patagonia and Brunello Cucinelli legally commit to serving employees, communities, and the environment. Yes, it's more complicated. But the reward? Resilience, reputation, and real relationships with your customers. For businesses looking to show off their ethical street cred, B Corp certification is the ultimate flex. It demands transparency, accountability, and a board that actually reads the fine print. Danone's pursuit of B Corp status is ambitious, but if successful, it could redefine how large multinationals align scale with soul. It's not easy being green or ethical, but it's worth it. Let's be honest, doing business ethically takes work. Small businesses may struggle with the cost of ethical suppliers or certifications. Navigating global regulations can feel like playing legal Tetris. And let's not forget the temptation to greenwash your way through investor meetings with slick videos and soothing music. But in 2025, authenticity wins. Greenwashing is on the rise, but it's not a sustainable solution. Consumers are smarter than ever, and regulators are watching. You can't fake integrity with a fancy slogan. As the saying goes, if your values aren't showing up in your profit margin, are they really your values? So, what's the secret recipe? Here's the real magic. Companies that embed ethics into their core strategy, not just as a marketing tool, are the ones thriving. From clear, measurable ESG goals to board-level accountability and honest communication, ethical business isn't a trend, it's the future. Use AI tools to track your corporate social responsibility progress. Hire people who challenge the status quo. Build diverse leadership teams. And please, publish real data, not just feel-good stories with pictures of smiling interns holding recycling bins. Because at the end of the day, consumers want to support companies they trust. Employees want to work for businesses that make them proud. And investors? Well, they're beginning to realize that long-term returns are built on long-term responsibility. And that's a wrap on how businesses can actually make bank while being good citizens of the world. If you enjoyed this deep dive into ethics, profits, and a few corporate giggles along the way, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe for more content that actually makes you smarter and cooler. Thanks for watching. And remember, doing good is good business. See you in the next one.